Every day, thousands of people over 50 suffer a heart attack or stroke without ever seeing it coming. They eat well, they walk, their cholesterol looks normal, and yet their arteries are silently hardening. Plaque is building, calcium is locking into their blood vessels like concrete. Then, one morning, it happens. Chest pain, dizziness, collapse, and everything changes in an instant. Not because of bad luck, but because of something no one told them. You see, there's one vitamin your heart desperately needs as you age, but it's missing from almost every supplement on the market. Doctors rarely mention it. Most people have never even heard of it. And yet, without it, your arteries may already be filling with calcium, even if you feel fine. This silent process doesn't cause symptoms until it's too late. Until blood flow is blocked, until a clot forms, until a life is changed forever. The scariest part? Many people think they're doing the right thing taking calcium pills for their bones, eating heart-healthy foods, without realizing that without this missing vitamin, they could actually be accelerating the very heart damage they're trying to prevent. Welcome to Clean and Green Tips. This channel exists to uncover the natural, science-backed health truths that no one is talking about, especially for people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond who want to stay sharp, strong, and independent. If you care about protecting your brain, your heart, and your freedom to live fully tap-like, subscribe and stay with us. What you're about to hear could save your life, or the life of someone you love. Now, let's talk about the hidden danger inside your body. After the age of 50, your blood vessels begin to change. Years of stress, poor sleep, medications, and nutrient loss take a quiet toll. Your arteries lose their flexibility. Tiny cracks form in the walls of your vessels. Your body thinks it's helping sends calcium to patch those cracks, but the calcium doesn't stay where it should. It hardens, it stiffens the arteries, and over time, your risk of a deadly heart attack or stroke skyrockets. But here's the key: your body has a natural system to prevent that calcification, and that system depends on vitamin K2, not to be confused with K1, the kind that helps your blood clot. Vitamin K2 has a very different job. It tells calcium exactly where to go, into your bones, not into your arteries. Think of K2 like a traffic controller for your bloodstream. Without it, calcium goes rogue. It sticks to your artery walls, hardens your blood vessels, increases blood pressure, and raises your risk of a fatal cardiovascular event. No matter how clean your diet is, multiple studies have shown that people with high vitamin K2 intake have less than half the arterial calcification of those with low levels. One study even showed a 41% lower risk of dying from heart disease. That's not a small benefit. That's the difference between living a strong, independent life and facing sudden decline. So why haven't you heard about it? Why isn't it in your multivitamin? Because most standard supplements focus on what's cheap, popular, and easy to market. K2 is more specialized. It's found in very few foods, and unless you eat certain traditional cheeses or fermented soy every week, chances are you're deficient, seriously deficient. And if you're taking calcium or vitamin D without K2, you may be feeding the problem without knowing it. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a scan that showed plaque buildup in your arteries? Has your doctor told you your blood pressure is a little high, but nothing to worry about? Have you ever taken calcium for your bones, thinking it was the right move? If so, you need to keep listening, because the second half of this story is how to fix it, safely, naturally, starting now. Now that you understand how dangerous a vitamin K2 deficiency can be, let's talk about how to fix it. Because here's the truth. No matter how old you are or what your current health looks like, it's never too late to support your arteries, protect your heart, and slow down or even reverse the calcification process. Happening silently inside your body, vitamin K2 comes in two main forms, MK4 and MK7. Both are important, but they act differently in the body. MK24 is shorter acting. It gets absorbed quickly, but it also leaves your system faster. MK27, on the other hand, stays in your bloodstream much longer, often for days. That gives it more time to activate the proteins that move calcium into your bones and out of your arteries. That's why MK7 is the preferred form for cardiovascular health, especially in people over 50. Now, let's talk about how to get it. The highest natural source of vitamin K2 is something called Natura fermented soybean dish eaten regularly. In Japan, it's loaded with MK7, and it's one reason why Japanese seniors have such low rates of arterial calcification. Despite eating more sodium than Americans, but natto has a strong flavor and smell. And let's be honest, not everyone is going to enjoy fermented soybeans for breakfast. The next best sources are certain fermented cheeses, especially aged varieties like Gouda and Brie. These cheeses contain moderate levels of K2, especially if they come from grass-fed cows. But again, the amount of cheese you'd need to eat every day to hit therapeutic. K2 levels might not be realistic or heart-healthy in other ways. That's where supplementation becomes a smart option, especially if you're over 50 and already at higher risk of arterial hardening. A high-quality vitamin K2 supplement, specifically in the MK7 form, can provide consistent levels in your bloodstream and help guide calcium back to your bones. Many functional medicine doctors now recommend a daily dose of between 1 to 200 micrograms of MK7 for adults who want to support long-term heart health, but K2 doesn't work alone. It works best when taken together with vitamin D3. Why? Because vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium from food and supplements, but without K2, that calcium can still end up in the wrong places. When D3 and K2 are taken together, D brings calcium in, and K2 sends it to the right destination. That's the team your heart and bones need, working in harmony. So if you're already taking vitamin D or calcium, it's absolutely critical that you include K2 in the mix. Otherwise, you could be doing more harm than good. And it doesn't stop there. Magnesium also plays a role in how calcium is used by the body. It helps relax blood vessels, supports healthy pressure levels, and assists in the biochemical reactions that control mineral balance. If you're deficient in magnesium, as many adults rue, may have a harder time managing calcium and reaping the full benefits of K2. The best part, all of this is achievable through simple daily habits. 1 capsule of K2 MK7 with your morning meal, a glass of water, a small serving of fermented or grass-fed foods throughout the week. And consistency. That's what protects you not just against heart attacks or strokes, but also from the slow, creeping stiffness that steals your energy, your mobility, and your independence over time. Let me share what happens when people restore their K2 levels. Their blood pressure starts to stabilize. Their artery scans improve. Some even see calcification scores drop over time. But most importantly, they feel better. Their circulation improves. Their energy returns. And they feel more confident knowing they're protecting their heart, not just reacting to a crisis after it happens. Now imagine this. You're sitting in your doctor's office. He looks at your scan and says, "Your arteries are clear. Your calcium is right where it should be. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." That's the power of one nutrient doing its job behind the scenes, quietly, consistently, preventing what could have been a life-changing event. Have you ever had a calcium score test? Or maybe your doctor mentioned hardening arteries, but told you it's just part of aging. Share your experience in the comments. So many people believe there's nothing they can do, but your story might show them there's still hope and a way to take control naturally. And here's one more thing. The benefits of vitamin K to go beyond your heart. It also supports brain health by improving blood flow to the brain. It supports strong bones, reducing the risk of fractures. It even has a role in insulin sensitivity and immune function. This is not a single-use vitamin. It's a system-wide protector, and one that most people are living without. Now that you know how to restore it, the final step is this. How do you maintain long-term heart health and keep your arteries young year after year without medications or extreme diets? We'll talk about that next. Now that you understand the role of vitamin K2 and how to restore mTOR already ahead of most people your age, you know how this nutrient helps direct calcium away from your arteries and into your bones. You know that, without it, even the healthiest diet or best intentions can backfire. But heart health is not just about fixing a single deficiency. It's about creating the kind of daily routine that protects your blood vessels, supports circulation, and keeps you strong well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. So how do you build that kind of protection? What's the long-term plan? It starts with a foundation of consistency. Whether you're getting vitamin K2 through food or supplements, your body needs it regularly. One dose here and there won't protect your arteries, What works is showing up for your health every single day. One small capsule, one nutrient-dense meal, one better decision, repeated again and again until it becomes part of who you are. Next, combine that K2 intake with a few other key strategies. Stay hydrated. Your blood thickens when you're dehydrated, which increases strain on the heart and raises stroke risk. Start every morning with water before coffee or tea. Move your body daily. You don't need intense workouts, but regular movement like walking, stretching, or light strength training keeps blood flowing, arteries flexible, and blood pressure stable. Even 10 minutes in the morning and evening can work wonders. Prioritize anti-inflammatory foods, things like leafy greens, berries, avocado, olive oil, garlic, and turmeric. These foods reduce the oxidative stress that damages arteries over time. They also work in harmony with vitamin K2 to create a healthy internal environment. Keep your stress low because nothing ages your heart faster than chronic stress. Deep breathing, time in nature, meditation, or even just slowing down can help calm your nervous system and reduce cortisol spikes that harm your vessels over time. Sleep well. Poor sleep raises blood pressure, increases arterial inflammation, and disrupts hormone balance. Aim for at least 7 hours in a cool, dark room and keep electronics away from the bed. All of these habits work together. Vitamin K2 is the spark, but your lifestyle is the fuel that keeps your heart young. And here's what's truly empowering. Even if you've already been diagnosed with high blood pressure, plaque buildup, or mild arterial calcification, it's not too late. The body is incredibly resilient when it's given the right tools. Arteries can heal. Blood flow can improve. Risk can be reversed. Let's imagine something together. It's 5 years from now. You're sitting at your annual checkup. Your doctor is surprised by how stable your numbers are, maybe even improved. Your scan shows clear arteries. Your blood pressure's in range. Your bones are strong. Your energy's up, and you've done it without extreme diets or a pile of medications. Just smart, targeted daily care, starting with one simple nutrient you once didn't even know existed. That's the kind of future you're building now. Not just longer life, but better life. A life with clarity, energy, and freedom. Because your heart doesn't just pump blood, it powers your entire life. Every step you take, every laugh, every memory, every hug, all starts with a heart that's free from fear. And it's never too late to begin. Have you already tried K2? Or are you just now learning about it for the first time? Let us know. In the comments, what changes have you noticed or what are you hoping for? Your story could inspire someone else to take action today instead of waiting for a crisis. And if this video opened your eyes, please share it. Forward it to a friend, a parent, or anyone over 50 who needs to know the truth. Don't let this life-saving information stay hidden. Let's help more people age with strength, with clarity, and with confidence. At Clean and Green Tips, we believe in natural solutions, backed by science and guided by care. Your body was designed to thrive and it still can. You just need the right tools, one day at a time. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.